The video that we're about to analyze is a professional team in Holland called FC20. What we're going to talk about in this video is more about the midfield rotation, the players number 6, 8, and 10, how their starting positions are, and how they use their awareness. And by checking their shoulders, they're able to interchange positions and have more options for it. So in this picture that we can see from the video, we notice that in the exercise they're providing a good and nice big arch. The ball is played from a goal kick, and you can already see that players number 4 and 5 are deep on the field. Players number 2 and 3 are spreading out as high as possible and on the sideline as well. We've also highlighted player number 1 because he is basically part of the possession. He is actually an option, and therefore one more player to pass the ball to. We've highlighted in yellow players number 6, 8, and 10, and we're going to talk about a few of the responsibilities and roles that take part in this training exercise, and of course in the game as well. Building out from the defensive third, we do a goal kick, and we have a higher starting position for the players number 8 and 10 because we want to do something that's called playing between the lines. Playing between the lines means playing in the blind side of the opponent. So demonstrating what they're performing on the training exercises, I blurred out the blue opponent's back 4 line. So when we're talking about this specific moment, we can see that players number 8 and number 10 on our team are in a higher position than our player number 6. And what they're achieving is playing between the lines. And by playing between the lines is talking about the defensive back 4 line that you can see blurred out on the top of the field by the center half. And they're playing between the center midfield line. But also you can see that our player number 6 is playing between the center midfielders line of the opposing team and the strikers or forwards line of the opposing team. We play between the lines because we want to be out of their line of sight. As you can see, the players that have arrows and little eyes there, they're looking at the ball, and basically they're so focused on the ball that they're not able to see a player number 8 or a player number 10, and it's difficult to track their movements and know where they're going and to see where they're moving to check into the ball. Everybody's just all focused on the ball that they're not able to see. That is the advantage that we have. So if they were in the position that they want to fall back and mark those players, it will still have an advantage because if we were to pass the ball to our player number 6, he will have absolutely no pressure and have a lot of room to dribble and penetrate the ball forward, and our team advance down the midfield and hopefully the final third as well. But in this particular situation in the video, we can see that the midfielders are pressing high along with the strikers, and we're going to see what kind of situation this creates. So along with the movement that is happening, the goal kick is played. The center back, number 5, dribbles just a bit to look for the player number 6 or a passing option that could be higher up with our center midfielders 8 or 10. You can see that our center back, number 5, attempts to pass the ball to player number 6. He pretty much fakes it, so that blue player, center midfielder, goes and tries and steals the ball, but it is not played. So he gives up the space behind him by overcommitting. At this particular moment, after the player has overcommitted, you can notice that our number 6, our holding midfielder, is constantly checking his shoulders, making sure that he's aware of who's around him. And he is noticing at the moment, in a split second, that there is not a pass available for him. And there is no point in him staying in that same position because there is no passing option. He decides that at this moment, he needs to move out of the space to create space for his teammates. More of the center midfielders on the opposing team are focused on our number 6 because they're only able to see him. They're looking at the ball and they're able to see our player number 6. Therefore, they are not able to track the movement of our players number 8 or the 10. So as soon as the 6 moves to the side, the number 10 recognizes that there's a lot of space in the center of the field. So therefore, he checks in without being noticed and receives the ball. And at the same time, the number 8 notices that the space to the right side is left open, so he fills it up. And the number 6 keeps checking his shoulders, noticing that the top of the field is left open as well. So we can see how the midfield rotation then worked. So when you go ahead and watch this clip or this video, just concentrate on those things and see what these players are doing by using deception, fooling the opponent, constantly checking their shoulders. Why are they moving into space? Why are they moving out of the space? And you can understand a little bit more of how possession-based soccer works based on a 4-3-3 system.